Alright. Thank you for watching. See if I can fit into here. Alright. This is take 2. The first time I tried to read this episode, the surah, it's a long surah, and I ran out of memory on my camera. Surat al-Araf. The heights or the wall with elevations. This is traditional order 7, yes. Alif, Lam, Mim, Sad. Let's see. Book sent down unto you. So let not your breast be narrowed therefrom, that you warn thereby, and a reminder unto the believers. To these idolaters, follow what has been sent down unto you from your Lord, and follow not. Where is she? Okay. I've got dogs, they're going to be in the background sometimes. I did not plan on her chewing on that squeak toy. And I forgot to hold up the sign that says me. Let's see. From your Lord, and follow not any besides him, little do you remember. And a great number of towns we destroyed. Our torment came upon them, by night, or while they were taking their midday nap. No cry did they utter when our torment came upon them, but this, verily we were. Let's see. Yeah, let's get a couple more. Then surely we shall question those to whom it was sent, and verily we shall answer the messengers. Then surely we shall narrate unto them with knowledge, and indeed we have not been absent. Let's see. 7. Al-Araf. Alms. A book has been sent down to you, so do not let there be stress in your chest from it, so that you may warn by it, and a reminder to the believers. Follow what has been sent down to you from your Lord, and do not follow friends without him. Little is what you remember, and how many a village we have destroyed, so our destruction came to them by night, or while they were napping in their midday. So their calling was not when our wrath came to them, except that they said, surely we were unjust. So surely we will ask those we sent to them, and we will surely ask the messengers. So surely we will relate to them with knowledge, and we were not absent. Eight. And the weighing on that day will be the true. So as for those whose scale will be heavy, they will be successful. And as for those whose scale will be light, they are those who will lose their own selves, because they denied and rejected our. And surely we gave you authority on the earth, and appointed for you therein provisions. Thanks, little thanks do you give. The weighing on that day is the truth. So whose balances are heavy? So those are the prosperous. And whose balances are light? So those are the ones who lost their souls because they were unjust to our verses. And indeed, we established you on the earth, and we made the supports of life for you. Little thanks do you give. No, not 11. Thanks to yes, 11. And surely we created you, and then gave you shape. Then we told the angels, prostrate yourselves to Adam, and they prostrated themselves, except Iblis. He refused to be of those who prostrate themselves. Said, what prevented you that you did not prostrate yourself when I commanded you? Iblis said, I am better than Adam. You created me from fire, and you created him from clay. And him you created from clay. Allah said, let's see, O Iblis, get down from this. It is not for you to be arrogant here. Get out, for you, let's see, you are of those humiliated and disgraced. Iblis said, allow me respite till the day they are raised up. Allah said, you are of those respited. Iblis said, because you have sent me astray, surely I will sit and wait against them on your straight path. Then I will come to them from before them and behind them, from their right and from their left. You will not find most of them as thankful ones. Allah said to Iblis, get out from this, disgraced and expelled. Whoever of them will follow you, then surely I will fill hell with you all. And O Adam, dwell you and your wife in paradise, and eat thereof as you both wish, but approach not this tree, otherwise you both will be of the... Then Shaitan whispered suggestions to them both in order to uncover that which was hidden from them of their private parts. He said, your Lord did not forbid you this tree, save that you should become angels or become of the immortals. And he swore by Allah to them, saying, verily, I am one of the sincere well-wishers for you both. So he misled them with deception. Then when they tasted of the tree, that which was hidden from them in their shame became manifest to them, and they began to cover themselves with the leaves of paradise. And their Lord called out to them, saying, did I not forbid you that tree, and tell you verily, Shaitan is an open enemy unto you? They said, our Lord, we have wronged ourselves. If you will forgive us not, and bestow not upon us your mercy, we shall certainly be of the losers. I'm pretty sure Iblis and Shaitan are the same guy. Just goes by two different names in the same surah. And indeed we created you, then we fashioned you. Then we said to the angels, worship Adam. So they worshipped except the devil. He was not of those who worshipped. He said, what has hindered you that you did not worship when I commanded you? He said, I am better than you. You have created me from fire, and you created him from mud. He said, so get down from it. So it was not for you to be proud in it. So get out. Surely you are of the lowly. He said, delay me until a day. Until a day, they. will be raised. I'm sorry I messed up there. I'm trying to not read slow so that we get more of this in, because this is definitely going to be a 3-episode surah. Let's see. Where was I? I lost track of where I was. What sort of command do you create for fire? Let's see. Oh, delay me until a day, they will be raised. He said, surely you are of the delayed. He said, because you have seduced me, I will surely sit down for them on your straight way. Then I will surely come to them from between their hands, and from behind them, and from their right, and from their left, and you will not find most of them thankful. He said, get out of it, despised, driven away. To all those who follow you from them, I will surely fill hell from all of you. And, O Adam, dwell you and your wife in the garden, so eat from wherever you will, and do not go near this tree, so you will be of the unjust. So Satan whispered to them to show them what was hidden from them in their nakedness. And he said, your Lord has not forbidden you from this tree, except that you become angels, or that you become immortal. And he swore to them, surely I am an advisor to you. So he brought them down with pride. So when they tasted the tree, their private parts appeared to them, and they began to cut and glue together leaves of the garden on them. And their Lord called to them, have I not forbidden you of this tree? And I said to you, surely Satan is your obvious enemy. They said, our Lord, we have been unjust to ourselves. If you do not forgive us and have mercy on us, we will surely be of the losers. Alrighty. Well, I just had a thought I don't remember noticing before. One thing that Mormons understand about Adam and Eve is they were not able to reproduce before they took of the fruit of the tree. Now, our belief is that they weren't able to reproduce, but exactly why is a little bit vague. Especially since man uses his part for reproduction also to urinate. Unless they weren't peeing, then Adam had to have known that it was there. But I have respect for the story pointing out that they weren't using, had some limited knowledge about their genitals. Allah said, get down. One of you is an enemy to the other. On earth will be a dwelling place for you and an enjoyment for a time. He said, therein you shall live, and therein you shall die, and from it you shall be brought out. O children of Adam, we have bestowed raiment upon you to cover yourselves, and as an adornment, and the raiment of the righteous, that is better. Such are among thee of Allah, that they may remember. 24. He said, get down. The one of you is an enemy to the other, and you will have on earth dwelling and enjoyment for a while. He said, in it you will, in it will you live, you will live, and in it you will die, and from it you will be brought out. O children of Adam, indeed, we sent down on you clothing to hide your private parts, and feathers, and the righteous clothes. This is best. This is the signs of Allah. Perhaps they may remember. 33. 27. O children of Adam, let not Shaitan deceive you, as he got your parents out of paradise, stripping them of their raiments, to show them their private parts. Verily, he and Kubuluhu see you from where you cannot see them. Verily, we made the Shaitan for those who believe not. And when they commit they say, we found our fathers doing it, and Allah has commanded it on us. Say, nay, Allah never commands. Do you say of Allah what you know not? Say, my Lord has commanded justice, and that you should face him only. Let's see, should face him in every place of worship and prayers, and invoke him only, making your religion sincere to him. As he brought you in the beginning, so shall you be brought into being. A group he has guided, and a group deserves to be in error. Surely they took the Shaitan as instead of Allah, and think that they are guided. O children of Adam, take your adornment by wearing, take your adornment while praying and going around the Kaaba, and eat and drink, but waste not by extravagance. Certainly he likes not. Say, who is forbidden the adornment with clothes given by Allah, which he has produced for his slaves, and of food? Say, they are in the life of this world, for those who believe, exclusively for them, on the day of resurrection. Thus we explain in detail for people who have knowledge. Say, let's see, the things that my Lord has indeed forbidden are, whether committed openly or secretly, sins, unrighteous oppression, joining partners with Allah, for which he has given no authority, and saying things about Allah of which you have no knowledge. 27. O children of Adam, do not let Satan seduce you as he got your parents out of the garden by taking their clothes off to show them their private parts. Surely he sees you, he and his host, from where you cannot see them. Surely we have made the Satans friends to those who do not believe. And if they commit an indecency, they say, we found our fathers doing it, and Allah has commanded us to do it. Say, surely Allah does not command with indecencies. Do you say against Allah what you do not know? Say, my Lord commanded with justice, and lift up your faces at every mosque, and call him devoted in the religion to him, as he originated you. Will you return, a group he guided, and a group he led to the error justly? Surely they took the Satans for friends rather than Allah, and they think they are guided, that they are guided. O children of Adam, take your adornment at every mosque, and eat and drink, and do not be extravagant. Surely he does not love the extravagant. Say, who forbids Allah's adornment, which he brought out to his servants, and the goods of the provision? Say, it is for those who believed in the world's life exclusively on the resurrection day. Likewise, we expound on the verses to people who know. Okay, but 20 minutes. Say, surely my Lord only forbids the indecencies, whether seen or unseen, and the iniquity and rebellions without the truth, and that to no partner with Allah, what he did not send with authority, and that you say against Allah what you do not know. Now, the one I have translated in Saudi Arabia, printed in Saudi Arabia, says that you should face God. Does that mean the Kaaba is God? Well, the other one doesn't make it look so much like a Muslim is facing God when they're praying, but they point themselves at the Kaaba every time. Okay, so 34 to 39. 34. And every nation has its appointed term. When their term comes, neither can they delay it, nor can they advance it an hour. O children of Adam, if there come to you messengers from amongst you, reciting to you my verses, then whosoever becomes pious and righteous, on them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. But those who reject our and treat them with arrogance, they are the dwellers of the fire. They will abide therein forever. Who is more unjust than one who invents a lie against Allah or rejects his? For such their appointed portion will reach them from the book. Let's see, until when our messengers come to them to take their souls. They will say, where are those whom you used to invoke and worship besides Allah? They will reply, they have vanished and deserted us, and they will bear witness against themselves that they were disbelievers. Allah will say, enter you in the company of nations who passed away before you, of men and jinn, into the fire. Every time a new nation enters, it curses its sister nation, until they will be gathered all together in the fire. The last of them will say to the first, our Lord, these misled us, so give them a double torment of the fire. He will say, for each one there is double, but you know not. Okay. 34. And to every nation is a time. So if their time comes, they will not be delayed an hour, nor they will advance. O children of Adam, when messengers come to you from among you, and they narrate to you my verses, so whoever fears and reforms, so there will be no fear on them, and they will not grieve. And those who denied our verses and were proud against them, those are the companions of the fire. In it they will abide forever. So who is more unjust than he who forged a lie against Allah or denied his verses? Those will receive their portion from the book until the time when our messengers come to them, causing them to die. They said, where is what you are calling rather than Allah? They said, they went away astray from us, and they witnessed against themselves. Surely they were infidels. He said, enter in nations who indeed have gone before you, of the jinn and the humans, into the fire. Every time a nation enters, it curses its sister nation, until when they all have reached in it, their last said to their first, our Lord, those led us astray, so give them double torment of the fire. He said, to each double, but you do not know. And the first of them said to the last, So you have no favor over us. So taste the torment because of what you were earning. Let's see, 42, 49. Verily, those who belie our, and treat them with arrogance, for them the gates of hell will not be opened, and they will not enter. And they will not enter paradise until the camel goes through the eye of the needle. Thus do we recompense. Did I read that right? Treat them with arrogance. For them the gates of heaven will not be opened, and they will not enter paradise. For the gates of heaven will not be opened. 41. Theirs will be a bed of hell, and over them coverings. Thus do we recompense but those who believed and worked righteousness, we tax not any person beyond his scope. Such are the dwellers of paradise. They will abide therein. And we shall remove from their breasts any hatred or sense of injury, rivers flowing under them. And they will say, all the praises and thanks be to Allah, who has guided us to this, and never could we have found guidance were it not that Allah had guided us. Indeed, the messengers of our Lord did come with the truth. And it will be cried unto them, this is the paradise which you have inherited for what you used to do. And the dwellers of paradise will call out to the dwellers of the fires, we have indeed found true what our Lord had promised us. Have you also found true what your Lord promised? They will say yes. Then the crier will proclaim between them, the curse of Allah is on those who hindered from the path of Allah and would seek to make it crooked, and they were disbelievers in the hereafter. And between them will be a screen, and on I'll read this transliteration because it's the surah name, but they should have just written what the word means. Araf. Let's see. Will be men who would recognize all by their marks. They will call out to the dwellers of paradise, Salam alaikum. Let's see. And at the time they will not yet have entered it, but they will hope to enter with certainty. And when their eyes will be turned towards the dwellers of the fire, they will say, our Lord, place us not with the people who are. And the men on Araf will call unto the men whom they would recognize by their marks, saying, of what benefit were you? Were your great numbers and your arrogance, and those of whom you swore that Allah would never show them mercy. Enter paradise, no fear shall be on you, nor shall you grieve. Let's see, 40. Surely those who denied our verses and were proud against them, the heavens' doors will not be opened to them, nor will they enter the garden, until the camel penetrates the eye of the needle. And likewise we reward the criminals. They have from hell beds, and above them will be coverings. And likewise we reward the unjust, and those who believed and did good deeds. We will not lay on a soul a burden except its capacity. Those are the companions of the garden. They will abide in it forever. And we removed hatred from their chests. Below them the rivers flow. And they said, the praise be to Allah, who has guided us to this. And we were not to be guided, were it not that Allah has guided us. Indeed, the messengers of our Lord came to us with the truth, and they called to them, "This is the garden of which you are made heirs, because of what you were doing." And the companions of the garden called the companions of the fire, "Indeed, we have found what our Lord promised us to be true. So have you found what your Lord promised you to be true?" They said, "Yes." So an announcer announced between them that the curse of Allah is on the unjust, those who prevent from the way of Allah and seek to make it crooked. In the hereafter they are infidels, and between them a veil. And on the Al-Araf, footnote A, the wall between the garden and hell, non-Arabic word of undetermined origin, are men who knew all by their marks, and they called to the companions of the garden, "Let peace be on you." They did not enter it, and they were hoping, and their eyes were turned toward the companions of the fire. They said, "Our Lord, do not place us with the unjust people." And the companions of the Al-Araf called to the men. They knew them by their marks. They said, "What you gathered and what you were proud of did not benefit you. Are those the ones about whom you swore that Allah would not give mercy? Enter the garden, no fear will be on you, and you will not grieve." Verse 50, Ayah 50. And the dwellers of the fire will call to the dwellers of paradise, "Pour on us some water, or anything that Allah has provided you with." They will say, "Both. Allah has forbidden to the disbelievers, who took their religion as an amusement and play, and the life of the world deceived them. So this day we shall forget them, as they forgot their meeting on this day, and as they used to reject our... Certainly we have brought them a book, which we have explained in detail with knowledge, a guidance and a mercy to a people who believe. Await they just for the final fulfillment of the event? On the day the event is finally fulfilled, those who neglected it before will say, "Verily, the messengers of our Lord did come with the truth. Now are there any intercessors for us, that they might intercede on our behalf? Or could we be sent back so that we might do deeds other than those deeds which we used to do? Verily, they have lost their own selves, and that which they used to fabricate are gone away from them." Fifty. And the companions of the fire called the companions of the garden, that pour on us some water, or from what Allah provided you. They said, surely Allah has forbidden them on the infidels, those who took their religion as fun and sport, and whom the world's life has deceived. So today we forget them as they forgot the meeting of their day, and they were disbelieving in our verses. And indeed we have brought them a book which we expounded on with knowledge, guidance, and mercy to believing people. Do they wait, accept its interpretation? A day its interpretation comes, those who forgot it before will say, indeed, the messengers of our Lord came with the truth. So, will we have intercessors so they intercede for us? Or will we be sent back so we will do other than what we were doing? Indeed, they have lost their souls, and what they were forging has gone astray from them. 54. Indeed, your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and then he rose over the throne. He brings the night as a cover over the day, seeking it rapidly, and the sun, the moon, the stars, subjected to his command. Surely he is the creator. Subject to his command, surely. His is the creation and commandment. Blessed is Allah, the Lord of the... Invoke your Lord with humility and in secret. He likes not the aggressors. And do not do mischief on the earth after it has been set in order. And invoke him with fear and hope. Surely Allah's mercy is near unto the good doers. And it is he who sends the winds as heralds of glad tidings, going before his mercy, till when they have carried a heavy laden cloud, we drive it to a land that is dead. Then we cause water to descend thereon. Then we produce every kind of fruit thereon. Similarly, we shall raise up the dead, so that you may remember or take heed. The vegetation of a good land comes forth by the permission of its Lord, and that which is bad brings forth nothing, but with difficulty. Thus do we explain variously for a people who give thanks. (54) Surely your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. Then he sat on the throne. He covers the night, the day. He pursues it swiftly, and the sun and the moon and the stars are subservient by his command. Is it not to him the creation and the commands? Tabarka, Allah. Footnote A. Blessed, non-Arabic word of northern Semitic origin. The Lord of the worlds. Call on your Lord pleadingly and secretly. Surely he does not love the transgressors. And do not vandalize on the earth after its reformation, and call on him fearing and hoping. Surely Allah's mercy is near to the doers of good. And he is who sent the wind with good news between the hands of his mercy until it carries the laden clouds which we drive to a dead country. So we will send down with it the water. So we bring forth by it from every fruit. Likewise we will bring forth the dead. Perhaps you may remember. And the good country brings forth its plants by the permission of its Lord. And who is wicked does not bring forth except a little. Likewise, we expound on the verses to a thankful people. 59 to 64. 59. Indeed, we sent Nuh to his people, and he said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other ilah but him. Certainly I fear for you the torment of a great day. The leaders of his people said, Verily, we see you in plain error. Nuh said, O my people, there is no error in me, but I am a messenger from the Lord of the... I convey unto you the messages of my Lord, and give sincere advice to you. And I know from Allah what you know not. Do you wonder that there has come to you a reminder from your Lord, through a man from amongst you, that he may warn you, so that you may fear Allah, and that you may receive mercy? But they belied him, so we saved him, and those along with him in the ship, and we drowned those who belied our... They were indeed a blind people. 59. Indeed, we sent Noah to his people. So he said, O my people, serve Allah. You have no God other than him. Surely I fear for you the torment of a great day. The leaders of his people said, Surely we see that you are in obvious error. He said, O my people, there is no error in me, but I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds. I deliver to you the messages of my Lord, and I give you advice, and I know from Allah what you know not. Or do you wonder that a reminder came to you from your Lord upon a man, from among you to warn you, and that you may fear, and perhaps you may receive mercy? So they denied him. So we delivered him and those who were with him in the ship, and we drowned those who denied our verses. Surely they were a blind people. I've got time to 65 to 72. And to Ad, their brother Hud, he said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other ilah but him. You will not fear, or will you not fear? The leaders of those who disbelieved among his people said, Verily, we see you in foolishness, and verily, we think you are one of the liars. Hud said, O my people, there is no foolishness in me, but a messenger from your Lord I convey unto you the messages of my Lord, and I am a trustworthy advisor for you. Do you wonder that there has come to you a reminder from your Lord through a man from amongst you to warn you, and remember that he made you successors after the people of Nuh, and increased you amply in stature. So remember the graces from Allah, so that you may be successful. And they said, Have you come to us that we should worship Allah alone and forsake that which our fathers used to worship? So bring us that wherewith you have threatened us, if you are truthful. Hud said, Torment and wrath have already fallen on you from your Lord. Dispute you with me over names which you have named, you and your fathers, with no authority from Allah? Then wait, I am with you among those who wait. So we saved him and those who were with him by a mercy from us. We cut the roots of those who belied and they were not believers. Okay, 65. And to Ad, their brother Hod, said, O my people, serve Allah. You have no God other than him. Do you not fear? The leaders of his people who became infidels said, Surely we see that you are unsound of mind, and we surely think you are of the liars. He said, O my people, there is not unsoundness of mind in me, but I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds. I deliver to you the messages of my Lord, and I am a faithful advisor. Or do you wonder that a reminder came to you from your Lord upon a man among you to warn you? And remember when he made you viceroys after the people of Noah, and increased you in tallness and stature. So remember the favors of Allah. Perhaps you may prosper. They said, Have you come to us that we may serve Allah alone, and leave what was our fathers serving? So bring to us what you promise us, if you were of the truthful. He said, Indeed, vengeance and wrath fell on you from your Lord. Do you dispute with me in names, that you and your fathers named them which Allah did not send it down with authority? So wait, surely I am with you among those who wait. So we delivered him and those who were with him with mercy from us, and we cut off to the last those who denied our verses, and they were not believers. That's enough for now. I started at 8:18 and it is 9:03. So 45 minutes. Thank you for watching. We now know what the Quran actually says.